There once was a rat called...
Shut up, will ya?
Scuba diving. Okay. Turtles.
There we go. Love that. There you go.
Hello and welcome to Gift of the Gab with Gab. I'm your host Gabriella Leonardi, and today we are joined by an absolute creative powerhouse. He is a comedian, an actor, a writer whose charisma and presence just makes people laugh and cry with laughter. I saw him in Blackheath Fireworks last year, and honestly I was crying my eyes out with laughter. It's time to welcome our guest of honor to the pink sofa and to the Funfair of life. It is Aurie Styla.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for coming on.
No, thank you for inviting me down. I appreciate it.
You're an icon, like honestly an icon.
No, I don't know if I'm that yet. One day.
No, you are.
One day. I think an icon's too. I'm not yet. I'm not even 40 yet, so not yet. When I get to those kind of ages, then we could talk about icons.
Do you know what though? One of the things I love most about your shows, like when I've watched clips on YouTube or when I watched you live, is I would like gaze at the audience and like all of their reactions. It's just really nice to watch. Like everyone just collectively really enjoy themselves. Yeah. And I was just watching when I saw you last year, and I was like, wow, like everyone is just so engaged. I love it.
I'm thankful.
I love watching it.
I appreciate you. Thank you. It took a while to get to a point where you get everybody on board. At the beginning, you try to figure out what your funny is, and then when you start figuring out what your type of funny is or who you are as a person, that's when you then bring it together. You can hone it a bit better, and then you can get everyone to appreciate it. It's a nice lane to be in now.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
Love it. So welcome to Gift of the Gab with Gab.
Yeah.
I start off the same with every single guest.
Okay.
The same introduction question for everyone. So Aurie, based on your personality, if you were a kitchen utensil, what kitchen utensil would you be and why?
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
A kitchen utensil.
Yeah, it could be anything.
We're not
or
like,
a kitchen appliance.
Appliance, okay,
it
cool.
Could be anything.
I'm going to say spatula for utensil.
Oh.
I'm not sure why.
I see that.
You see me with a spatula?
I see that's a spatula.
I was thinking more because I got big hands, so it's a good slap. It's a good slap there. But an appliance, if I'm as a whole, I don't know. Popcorn maker. There you go.
Wow.
A home popcorn maker.
But that's unique because not everyone owns a popcorn maker.
It's very true. So I'll take that bit. I'm unique. We'll take that one bit.
Yeah.
I like to think so. Other people will say no, but you do your thing and you figure out who you are. Unique and also quick. Popcorn maker's very quick at making what they need to do, and I'm pretty quick off the mark.
Love it.
So,
I mean, I see you as a spatula because you kind of like spatulas are really good at getting like the dirt off the pan.
Okay, that's cool.
And you like your comment, you cheer people up.
Yeah.
And even if you like joking about dark situations that are happening in the world, like you cheer people up. So yeah, a spatula.
I could take that. Okay.
Dig the dirt up and turn it into a nice,
egg.
nice cake. Yeah.
There we go, an egg. I'm good at making, what is it? An omelette out of, I can't remember the phrase.
Yeah.
Turning eggs into, to make a few omelettes, whatever it is, I'm a spatula.
I know you.
I'm a spatula.
Yeah. Okay,
I'll
you're
take
a spatula.
I'll take
Aurie
the spatula.
Styla's a spatula. You heard it here first. If you were a colour based on your personality, what colour would you be?
Oh, it's going to be, I'm trying not to go with what I dress in. I wear black quite a lot, but I'm going to go with very neutral colours. I would go with something muted like a kind of a cream or a light brown.
Okay.
Always like very warm, still quite cool. Looks good with loads of different things if you know how to style it and wear it and so on.
Yeah.
And very not threatening as well, I would say.
Okay.
I would say that.
Love it.
I'd like to think that on stage I'm not a threatening person. I'd like to think my personality
Only when you
is not
pick up
threatening.
on the audience.
But even when I do that, there's some comedians that the first thing they do is when they pick up on the audience. All right, Lily, I see you just looking at me.
We have a dog with us today, by the way.
So basically, I would say that with me, it's on stage, I can be quite fast and quick-witted and so on, but it never feels like I'm attacking you.
Yeah.
It feels like I bring you in on more of a funny basis. So yeah.
Okay.
And I make you a part of the show as opposed to you feel like I'm going after you.
Exactly, yeah. And if you were a mode of transport...
Bless you, Lily. Say again.
Bless you, Lily. If you're a mode of
Bless you again.
transport
Yeah.
based on your personality, what transport?
Mode of transport based on personality, roller skates.
Wow, you're a popcorn maker and roller skates fun guy.
Popcorn maker, roller skating spatula out here. That's me. I would say roller skates.
Okay.
That takes effort. Lily's just having fun
This
here,
is
boy.
Lily, everyone. Hi. Say hello. Oh, she just licked my cheek.
Thank you, Lily. So, roller skates. Several
Okay.
reasons. One, always fun to use. Not always the easiest. It takes work, and I'm
Right.
somebody who works hard a lot. It is quite. You put in a lot of work. You get a lot of it out in terms of how much of a workout you get from them. But no one ever, especially if you get it right, no one ever gets bored with using roller skates. Even if you're
Yeah,
used
for
to
sure.
using them and as a mode of transport, it's still quite freeing to have to put in work to make something work, but still have that kind of rush of look how fast I'm going and how risky this can feel. But I know that I put in the work to make
Yeah.
this speed go. So I would say roller skates.
Love it.
That's me.
There you go.
you go.
That's it. Great.
I'll take that. I'll take
So
that.
before we get properly started,
Yeah.
I'm going to gift you two things.
Sure.
You get a GAPTA invite. This
Okay.
is my take on a BAFTA.
Okay.
And throughout the game, any question I ask you can ask me one of them back and you can pass me the GAPTA and I have to answer the same question you do.
Okay.
And then when we get to the Funfair, it's the same with one of the
Come
Funfair
right with me.
rides.
Lovely.
I can answer one of the questions too. So the first game is think on your feet or lose your seat.
Think on feet or lose my seat.
All right, so
Let's go, I got
we've
this.
got 2 rounds, 2 quick fire
Thank you.
rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, round 1. So I'm going to ask you questions and you cannot think about it. You have to answer straight away.
Not a problem.
Like just answer straight away. Obviously,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a correct answer. Like,
Okay.
This is made up. Some of these they're not going to be real. So,
Okay.
chill. Okay, so I'll go first asking you and then you can ask me round 1 after.
All right. Do I do them in order or can I pick any one of them?
Do them in order because
Okay,
we're going to
cool.
do all of them anyway.
Lovely.
Right, so round 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What is the worst thing you can put in your coffee?
Salt.
Why did you make Sally cry?
She's getting on my nerves by interrupting the whole show.
What do you want for your 70th birthday?
For my family to be around me.
Oh, that's a nice answer. Who was that boy that dropped you off earlier?
Oh, it's my cousin. Yeah, he told me to say hi as well.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
How did you flirt when you were a teenager?
I never did. I was too scared to make the first move, so I would wait until, by some miracle, a conversation would happen between me and another person, and then I'd be able to just talk to them without flirting, but just being like regular in conversation and letting that be the door opener. I was too scared to flirt. That's true as well.
They were pretty serious answers. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. How did you get here today?
By a tricycle.
Okay. Where'd you get those biceps from?
Just born with them.
Hey, well done. Now, tell me one fact about the Jurassic period.
I actually lived in it.
Okay, all right. I thought so. Why do you hate me?
Many reasons.
And what makes you laugh uncontrollably?
You.
I'll take that one. There we go. Come on.
All right.
Love it.
Round 2.
I'm going to be stupid with this one now. Go ahead.
What does Schwab bamboo mean?
Boy, it's the sound that when you try to get busy in the bedroom, but you miss and hit the wrong target, we call it a shawat bamboo.
Sure.
And it comes from the fact that you do a shawat, but the bamboo is the noise she makes when she says you hit the wrong place.
What do I remind you of?
Morgana Le Fay from the show Merlin.
I don't know who that is, but I'm going to Google.
Morgana Le Fay was you know what I'm talking about, Morgana Le Fay? Okay, Morgana was, Merlin the Witch,
Yeah.
right? Morgana was the bad one. Who
Oh,
was
the evil witch.
The evil one, yeah. Who was always Merlin's like arch nemesis throughout time.
Makes sense. I'm
So-
a lot of people's arch nemesis.
So I was gonna say one of two things. It was either Morgana Le Fay or Morticia Adams. And it's only because of the dark hair.
I get that so much.
Oh, you do?
And when I'm in the gym, everyone's like, all right, Morticia.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
like, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
always.
Morticia's probably the cooler one of the two because you
Yeah.
know who Morticia is.
Exactly.
And she's kind of a cool a good person. So I should have said mortician.
But I am everyone's arch nemesis, so I'll take the
No,
first
you're
one.
not.
No,
You
I
can't
am.
be. All right, I'll bear that in mind. I'll bear that in mind for future.
Where do you go when you need to cry?
Cry? Man, a bad man who cries. What are you talking about? Nah, I sit in the cinema. I sit at home, watching. If I need to cry but I can't get it out, I watch Coco and it comes out instantly. On that Remember Me scene at the end when Coco remembers.
Oh, I love that film. I'm going to watch that
I'll
film
cry
tonight.
then. Cry again.
Why are you so kind?
Because I tried being mean and it got me nowhere. So I had to be kind to hide my meanness. So I trick people into doing the things I want them to do.
Oh, do I intimidate you?
A little bit. Again, the Morgana Le Fay stuff. And she was a witch. And I don't know, this is kind of, you understand? This is very pink couch here, but this is very contrasting.
I know, it's to deceive people.
Why are you obsessed with trains?
Because I was born on one.
Wait, did you say on one or buy one?
Both.
Do you get it? Because, never mind. Okay. Sorry about that, lady.
I am a train wreck, thanks.
We're being nice to you today, aren't we? Yeah. What is space-time theory?
The thing that lives in my heart.
Okay, you'd be great at flirting in Star Trek universe. Yeah. Hey, who is your favorite comedian?
Myself.
Okay, so
Couldn't say him.
I'm gonna ask.
Are you gonna answer it?
Yeah, because you didn't get that one right. Who is your favorite comedian?
Rob Brydon.
No, hear what I'm saying. Because I asked the question, it has to relate to the question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. So, who is your favorite comedian?
Aurie Styla.
Amen. There we go. We got there in the end. I'm playing. I'm messing around.
You are.
Oh,
that's why you're on the show.
I appreciate that. Thank you. You couldn't get Rob here, could you? All right. Has Rob done here? No? By some miracle magic? I wouldn't know.
Maybe soon.
Okay, you never know. All right. How do you know when you're ready?
I'm born ready.
Born ready. All right.
For anything and everything.
All right. When will you offer me a drink, FFS?
Would you like a drink?
Do you know what? I'm fine. I got one here. I just wanted you to offer so I could reject it. I got two,
You've got
thank you.
two, actually. I'm a very nice
Gift
host.
of the Gab with Gab. I love that.
So
Very
my
true.
last quick little question before we get into a round is another personality question.
Sure.
If you were a piece of furniture based off your personality.
I'm going to say a fold-out bed.
A fold-out bed?
But not a comfortable one.
Oh.
I'll tell you why. I can seem to a lot of people when I come off stage uncomfortable, not because I'm not a comfortable person.
Yeah.
It's like you almost walk in and you expect me to be comfortable based on what you know of me.
Yeah.
When you look at a sofa, you always think that's probably comfortable to sit on. You sit on it, but I'm one of the ones that are a bit harder, right? So the backboard's really hard, no cushions or anything.
Ah, okay.
But once I relax, like when you open up the fold-out bed, I'm a lot more comfortable because I feel like I can be, rather than having to be comfortable up front, which is everyone's expectation because they see me as who I am on stage.
I see.
So I'm going to say a fold-out, they call it, not futon, is it? What do you call it when is it futon?
A fold-out sofa bed thing, isn't it?
Sofa bed, yeah. So I'm going to be a cheap sofa bed from IKEA.
Okay.
It has to be them because the cheaper ones are not comfortable.
There you go. Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to say a cheap one from IKEA.
Love it. Well, now it's time for Natta with Gabba.
Okay.
This is my deep chat round. I love a deep chat.
Oh, where did I put my cards? I still got them.
Yeah, there's somewhere. Are they on your...
Oh, got them. There you go.
As I said before, you're a creative powerhouse.
Yeah.
You're multi-talented. You know, you have a lot of strings to your bow. Is that the saying?
That's the one.
How does it make you feel to make people laugh?
It's great. There's something about like going into a room and hearing like a raw thunder of laughter when you've earned it. That is, it's like a receipt for your hard work.
Yeah.
You go in, people can find you funny, but hearing people laugh means when you're younger, it's like it's kind of validating. Oh, I am funny, where you don't necessarily always know. But when you actually feel it from doing a joke and then people give you the receipt back, there's something about it which isn't just about validation anymore. It's more the control that you have with, like saying, you may feel a particular way. You've trusted me to go, I want you to make me happier or cheer me up for a period of time, and then you deliver on it. I don't know what it's like to cut hair or to I don't know what would be just a regular task that people do as jobs that are such a regular thing that
Make coffee.
Let's say a coffee maker, where you a barista, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you go to them, you've made it and you've completed it and you've gone, this is done. Especially the ones with little designs on them, stuff like that. There must be something fulfilling where you can say, I've done this, I presented it to the person, and they've gone, I like this. I think with comedy, it's a very similar thing, apart from the thing that people go, I like this, or the, this is tasty, or the haircuts are going, when someone goes, oh, thank you, I look great here. That laugh is that feeling.
Yeah.
Where you've completed a request of somebody else. But also, it makes you laugh. You know, have you ever watched someone who laughs at someone else just laughing?
Yeah.
It's something nice about that too.
It's contagious, isn't it?
It really is. Like, I'll watch a film that I've seen before with someone who hasn't seen it. If I know there's funny points, I'm looking out for when they chuckle as well.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of what it was like to feel that laughter at the first time I watched it.
When you were at school, were you like the class clown? Or no? Or did that develop when you were older?
No, I don't like the title class clown because I wasn't that, but whatever the thing was that I was, loads of energy that was misdirected. Class clown tends to sound like somebody who would go in there and want to be the funny guy, the stupid guy, the silly guy that gets a reaction from people.
Yeah.
Mine was more, I had a lot of energy and I had no direction for it.
Yeah.
And it came out as misbehavior to people, like unruly, which might be class clown-esque, but I think with the class clowners, they definitely wanted to be the funny person.
Yeah,
whereas I just kind of wanted somewhere to throw my energy. And they can look one and the same, but the intent was slightly different.
I think school's such a weird thing though. Like, I remember in school, I used to get detentions all the time, like even when I was in primary school, all because I just spoke too much. People would call me Gobby Gabby. Because I would just talk. But I wasn't like being naughty, I was just talking. And I think school can be quite strict and like try and put you in like these boxes. And I think, it's good when you're a kid that you have certain energy. And I think it's interesting when you get older, especially as a creative, to kind of reflect back on when you were a kid and be like, okay. And sometimes you draw kind of like the thread together and you're like, this all makes sense now.
Where it starts and then where it began before. Like you think your job started as a creative when you decided to make, if you're an artist, draw your first picture.
Yeah.
And you then complete it and then go, here is something I've presented to the world as art. But then you forget all the little things that you did maybe at school to get by, where you were scribbling on your textbook and decorating the front of that and making it your own textbook. I remember when people used to customize their own exercise books and that'd just be a little side hobby for them. You forget that those are some of the threads that lead to what you become later on.
Exactly.
It's only in hindsight you can kind of look back and go, oh, I see this now because I see what this became. So with school, I think I can see that with the energy thing with me. And I think with you even being conversational when it comes to on your podcast, if you were, this is called Gobby Gabby.
Yeah.
Which is, if they called you Gobby Gabby from like back then, you just didn't have an outlet to direct your want to be able to communicate and talk to people.
Or I'd be like writing stories. So like they'll give us a brief, like obviously when you're in primary school, of write a story about this, and then I'd write something else. And then my mum recently, like a year ago, showed me like my work from when I was a kid, and they'd be like, she didn't follow the brief. And then I would like then, not by being mean, I'd just be like, but your brief's boring. And I would just like go off. And then now, like, it was only recently, like about a year ago, my granddad was like, that makes so much sense that you're now like a writer, a poet, and you do all these different things, because when you're in school, you never kind of like the briefs that people gave you. So it's always interesting to reflect. But was comedy something you always wanted to do, like when you were a kid, or did you want to do something else when you were young?
I did music when I was younger. Like I would, I played instruments, but I also wrote music in terms of, I would write, I'd make music, so I went into like creating beats and stuff that I liked getting into scores, and then afterwards I also rapped as well. But everything I did also had an element of humor to it, especially with my rapping. I always put like funny lyrics in there as opposed to it just being like what might be traditional rap for a lot of people. But comedy was always in there, so I always knew I wanted to do something that was more humorous and lighthearted. I just couldn't necessarily see what that looked like until I took the jump into just do stand-up. And that's when it made sense, because I was trying to find ways to be funny rather than just finding the thing that allowed that your main focus was just be funny. So it's, for many years, I was probably of knowing I wanted to do something with comedy in it, I was probably 13, 14?
Okay.
But then not doing stand-up comedy until 22.
That was when you first did your
gig, yeah.
ever show.
22
How was your
years old.
first ever show?
It was like what you'd expect it to be.
Do you know?
It was a little bit funny, but you're not really structured.
So recently I've been watching a TV show called Funny AF with Kevin Hart. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I've got a few friends on that.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
so we've been watching it and it's phenomenal. And I always, when I watch, we've got quite a few comedians coming on series 1 for this. And it's like, even though I'm an actor and I'm like used to performing in front of people and used to like writing scripts as a screenwriter, I just feel like comedy is so hard. Like it takes guts because you watch and you hear about all of people's like first shows and like, especially if you don't get laughs or something, like it takes guts to be a comedian. I respect every comedian I meet because like you're so vulnerable.
You have to want to do it.
Yeah.
Because there are days where everybody else tells you this probably ain't for you. Because you might have had a bad day, a bad show. You may not be the funniest on the lineup, or you may be funny, but not as funny as everybody else. So you then go, I'm not that good because everyone else showed me what the levels are and I was nowhere near those levels. You do one of those things and you question if this is the thing you want to do. But if the answer is yes, and you get up and go again the next day, that resilience you build up is what makes you the comic, not just being funny at every given moment. Because being funny at every given moment, you can do without being on stage to the right people. A comic has to do that to a multitude of different people.
Exactly.
And also be at the mercy of their opinion. Where they go, that might have been funny, but not for me. And if that room feels that way as well, then you are told that you didn't do a successful job, where actually you may have done just as good as you did elsewhere, but it's a different room.
Exactly.
And then you have to learn how to work that particular room for the next time, and that's the craft of being a comedian, rather than just be funny, and if you're funny, then the room will like you, and if the room likes you, that's the win. And it's never that easy.
Like that,
You've got friends that you can tell some jokes to, and other friends you can't, because you have to understand
everyone's different.
The nuance and the difference, exactly. So the craft is what makes you a comic. The tools you use is your humor, but after a while it becomes an easier job because you use the tools and you keep crafting as time goes along. And like anything, it becomes more and more comfortable when you understand there is a science behind humor.
Yeah.
And once you kind of grasp that in its most basic form, after that, where everyone goes, it looks like it's difficult. They're talking from the stance of, well, I never started. So those nerves that we might have had at the beginning, they're before that in their opinion of, I don't know if I could do comedy. But once you get through it, you know what I mean? It's like anyone who, I don't know, people that build these apartments and houses, they worry about if they've put the bricks in properly and if the foundation is going to break down. But after you've been a part of a company where you've built maybe 30, 40, 50 apartments, you get used to it after a while. And you go, well, I got the confidence because I have the track record to show me this works. So,
And it must be a mix of like, I guess, excitement, but also like kind of scary in a way that you could go on tour and you've obviously got the same sort of show for your tour.
For a tour,
but no show is going to be the same because like you said, the audience is going to be different. People might shout out different things, or if you're communicating with the audience, because you do that a lot, like from all your shows, you, especially anyone in the front row, like you talk to
I do
and
a lot
it's
of that,
different every time because the people there are different every time.
But
so
it's easier when it's your own tour. So I do a lot of crowd work, but that's not the majority of what I do. The majority is the material, but what people see online is the crowd work more than anything else. I don't give away the material, especially if I'm on tour. So how my tour was is 20 minutes of crowd work, then I bring on my opener, he or she does 20 minutes, then we have a break, and then afterwards I do an hour and 10 of my own show that no one ever sees unless you're at the venue. So
That's good though.
oh, it's very good.
Yeah.
The crowd work is one muscle that I use to warm the crowd up and to introduce my first act. Then when I come back, the other tool I use is the material that I've written, I've honed, I've crafted, but I don't want to ruin it for the people that aren't in the room.
Oh, exactly.
Exactly. So I
That will be seeing it
maybe 2-3 months down the line on tour. So, but because everybody sees the crowd stuff and they've paid to come and see that, it makes it a lot easier when you have that audience in front of you, because generally they're prepped for what they're going to get in the first 20 minutes. And they look forward to that, or else they wouldn't have come in the first place.
Exactly.
So it does get easier in that sense. When you do like a comedy club, or when you do just another person's show, if you're not the MC, you just hit them with the material that you want to work with in the club, and that works really well. But then what the bonus of any of that is if there are moments where you have to bounce off an audience member that might be a bit loud, a bit noisy, that might be dressed quite flamboyantly.
Yeah.
You can use the crowd work kind of skill that you have just for a few minutes, just to throw off the audience from just material.
Yeah.
And it makes the show feel individual and personal. But generally the bare bones of most people's jokes when they're doing material are similar, even with crowd work. Some people have a way of doing crowd work, which if you are a connoisseur and you can see it, you know what their formula is.
Okay.
Some people are very blatant with their formula and it's quite boring.
Yeah.
Other people's formula varies depending on maybe their skill set or what tools they have to work with, or how good they are at, like having a certain aptitude of a crowd. They can read and go, I can add some knowledge to this that I know, and then make it into a whole thing. But again, it's another tool that's once you hone and craft for many years, it looks like it could be hard, but it becomes a lot more easier with all of those factors to consider.
And you were supposed to be on tour right now?
Yeah, in USA.
In America?
Yeah.
In USA?
Yeah, that was interesting. US tour for a month, 2 festivals, and I think 8 dates in between the 2 festivals. Moontown Festival, 8 tour dates, and then the 9th one would have been at Netflix's A Joke Festival in California. But US immigration said no to getting it's called an O1 visa to come and perform. I can go there anytime I want just as a visitor. I have a regular visa for that, but my O1, they just said no this time. But there's a lot going on over there, so it's hard to pinpoint what the reasons are. And even when they gave me the reason, it had nothing to do with me. So it's a tricky one to accept when you look at where I should be right now. But to be fair, I take the rough with the smooth. Yeah, man,
exactly.
It is what it is.
So did you fly out there?
No. So I didn't leave here.
Yeah.
The US embassy that I would have had to visit to get my passport stamped is the one that's not far from, actually not here. It's the one that's in Victoria or Vauxhall. I can't remember the two. One of the two areas there. Pick Vauxhall. But I could have flown out there, but then I wouldn't be able to get the visa stamped in the passport.
Oh.
So you wait until that happens. And then when that happens, then you go.
Yeah.
Now I could have gone over there and taken the flights I had and been out there for a month, but I wouldn't be able to get on stage. So it'd be like a month holiday doing leisure where the plan was to do comedy. I didn't also want to go over there with them thinking, well, you haven't got your O1. Are you sure you're not going to sneak onto a stage somewhere? I'd rather just let the time die down and come back to it when it just seems a bit more easier.
Because you have a tour coming up in the UK as well.
Yeah, September.
Was this the same tour, or was this going to be a different set that you were doing in the USA?
This was just me going over for a month in US and just having fun with some old material that they've never seen me do live.
Nice.
That isn't online. And also I would have practiced some new bits for the tour coming up.
But your tour coming up.
Yes.
Tell us about that. I'm well excited.
Thank you.
You've got loads of dates.
You'll be surprised.
Well, I think it's loads of dates. Maybe for you, you're like,
well, it's about
busy.
30, it's 35, 36 dates, something like that. But my last tour was 104.
Wow.
So when I compare the two, it doesn't feel like loads. But I do remember this is the first leg of dates. We always will announce more as time goes along. But yeah, it's a lot of dates for a tour that starts in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy when I think about it. I get into tour prep mode from, what are we in now? April, so May, end of May.
Okay.
And then and then just doing work in progress just to get the show down the way I want it.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it. September onwards, Maverick. Definitely looking forward to it.
And there will be a link below to hear all the information from his tour. Go get tickets. He's funny. Go get them.
Gift of the gab.
So this is called Shut Up, Will Ya?
Okay.
So basically, it's like charades.
How long will you?
We've got 30 seconds max.
Okay, cool. Tell me when.
Go.
All right. Things get full once a week. Things get full in your kitchen every now and then, and what you do is you have to remove them by chucking them outside on a certain day.
Shut up, will ya?
Taking the bins out.
Thank you very much.
There you go. All right, okay. So you might be at a Funfair, Funfair of life, or you might be at a cinema, and you might really crave something.
Popcorn. When to eat popcorn?
And you want to have some food.
Shut up, will ya?
Oh, eating a hot dog.
Yeah.
There you go. It's summertime, and people do this all the time in the summer, but it's the worst when it happens.
Shut up, will ya?
Barbecue. The rain pours down on the barbecue.
Can I say that? Yeah, barbecue in the rain, yes.
Oh, okay, barbecue in the rain. Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Have you ever watched the film The Exorcist or any other like really horrible horror movies? What are the evil people in a horror movie like in The Exorcist? When
Shut up, will ya?
Being possessed by demons?
Oh, yeah, but what am I?
Ghosts, demons.
Demon. I'll take it. It's demonic demon. Demon.
Okay, cool.
Well
All
done.
right. Okay. All right, cool. Here we go. You're still gonna hate me. I know you are. There once was a rat called...
Shut up, will ya?
Okay, cool.
Okay. Scuba diving. Okay. Scuba diving with turtles.
There we go. Love that. There you go. Well done.
Do you know what, Aurie? I really think for your upcoming tour,
Yeah.
you should do a charade session.
I'm pretty good at it though.
They are in the ocean,
Yeah.
massive, and
Shut up, will ya?
Whales. Swimming with whales.
La 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 la.
Singing with whales. Whales talking to each other. Whales singing with each other.
Shut up, will ya?
So, what you just said.
Whales.
They communicate.
Whales talking to each other. How do they do that? Sonar singing, humming. Whales hum. Oh my God. Whales singing, whales humming, whales talking, whales
I
communicating.
think that counts. Whales singing. Yeah.
What-
a whale song. I think that counts.
What is a whale song?
It's how they communicate. They communicate through a whale song.
I did not know
It's
that.
amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing.
I've heard.
Shut up, will ya?
He's mean. He's mean, ain't he?
I have a question that I
Sure.
wanted to ask you.
Talk to me.
What is something that scares you? Because as I said to you, I think, from my perspective, being a comedian is scary. But you just obviously it's in your nature.
It's my job now, yeah.
But
so
what does scare you? Does anything scare you? Scared of anything?
leaning too heavy into being a comedian that I don't actually live a life outside of it. So I'm not married, no missus, no kids. I would like that, but I don't want to focus so heavy on the climb as a comedian that I forget that you have to live a life outside of that.
Yeah.
Find a wife, be a good, great husband, build a family, have a reason why you do so much work. That can be scary to think that I don't know how to balance that. So I'm trying to unlearn some things so I balance it better.
Yeah, it's interesting because so many creatives, like I interview like lots of different people on the show. But obviously, because I'm a creative in many different forms, I'm just drawn to other creatives, and other creatives come on. And you know, so many people have said that they find it very hard to have that balance, because as a creative, like I'm really young, like I'm turning 30 this year, but I'm from an Italian family.
Okay.
And so as a 30-year-old woman, I should be married with kids by now.
Based on
from
the family,
my culture.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? From an Italian culture, like my grandparents and then their parents were like Catholic Italian.
Oh, yeah.
But I just can't even comprehend how that would have ever been a thing for me, because as a creative, you don't know, it's like your life's like this. You don't know when you're going to get booked. You don't know when you're going to get paid.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a 9 to 5 where you get your pay slip every month, and then, you know, when you finish your job at 5 p.m, you've got all the evening. Like, for me and for loads of other creatives I know, you could be working through the night on material.
All the time.
Writing.
Editing my clips and stuff. That takes a lot of time.
Social media as well now. Like, everyone knows it. Like, nowadays, as a creative, you also have to be, like, good at marketing and good at social media. And so it's, like, constant. And I think it's so hard. I struggle with it. I'm like, how do people have a normal life? Like, I sometimes think, gosh, I should really just maybe go out and socialise and not even think about my writing, acting, my show, my poems. But I find it so hard, because
it can be.
Also, I don't know about you, but like I'll be out with friends and then I'll see something and I'll be like, oh, I have to write that down because that would make a really good part in a film. Or, And is it the same for you?
I take notes down, like premises of experiences that I have in a day, or I'll like you tell you like, you're like, hey Siri, then get it to take notes and stuff. I'll do that, and then when I have the time to sit down and go through them, it will remind me what I went through, like in that moment, like, oh, when you tripped over outside the train station. So let's just say that. And then you can expand on it later when you have a moment to sit down. But you're always so like tuned on to moments that could be used for something creatively, that you never really just enjoy some of the moments, because you're always going, that could be a bit, that could be a clip, that could be a sketch, that could be a skit, as opposed to, oh, that just happened. And then
I know. And there's like beauty in that. Like, it's great to be inspired and to always be creative. But then sometimes you're like, oh, I really just need to shut off and just be in the moment. Like,
all the time.
It's so hard to find that balance, isn't it?
All the time.
But it is what it is. And if you could live your entire life, right, free from any emotional pain, would you choose to do it?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because part of the way that you grow is by having those emotional ups and downs. You can't appreciate joy if you don't know what sadness. The whole film Inside Out is based on that premise.
I love that film.
It's literally that.
Such a good film.
It's such a good film. You cannot appreciate joy if you can't experience sadness. So if I was to be free from emotional pain and all I would have was a monotony of like numbness or moments of joy that don't feel that joyful, I'd be chasing the kick that shoots me to the moon, because if my neutral is my saddest point, and joy is just a little bit above that, then nothing will ever be as fulfilling.
Exactly. And I think from entertainment and comedy perspective as well, like, what is comedy without pain, really?
Exactly.
Like, if your life was just easy sailing, what's your jokes about? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you go to, there's a comedy scene in Dubai that's definitely been growing over the past few years. But the thing that the comedians there are, it's a very young scene. It's less than 5-10 years old. But the thing that I always go there and feel that a lot of the comedians are missing experience-wise is the struggle of everyday life, because it is a haven of some sort. So they only can talk about, like, if your everyday is going to the beach on average, or your weekend is always going to a brunch in good weather and great sunshine all the time, the things that you talk about, you have to almost either fake or you have to almost force the negative, and it doesn't feel authentic. Yeah. Where if you're living in like a bubble of like safe havenness, what's to make a joke out of if everything? Do you know when you're broke? None of us do. We're here. No. So that's true. You can feel that's what's missing when you go and watch it, compared to when you have others from other places go, like, I've come from this upbringing and background, and my experiences are still this today.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely need some down points, and you need some pain to be able to talk about the positive of the after. Yeah, man.
And always for me, like when I go through like the worst pain, I'm always like, obviously I'm like, this is so shit. Yeah. But then when I reflect back on all of my creative stuff, the greatest stuff has come from that time.
Good.
And so it's like, and I think every creative, every artist, every writer, every comic, every anything probably feels the same.
Absolutely.
Like that's when their greatest material comes.
Yeah.
If you had a free pass to do one thing without suffering the consequences for it, what would you do?
Without suffering the consequences?
Yeah. I have a couple. So for, like I have some.
Hold on.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So I have a few. My immediate thought was I could eat, because I'm a chocoholic. Like like I have no control. Like I don't drink alcohol, I don't do drugs, nothing like that.
But sugar and chocolate and stuff.
Chocolate. It's not even sugar, like sweets.
It's just literally chocolate.
Chocolate. I could eat. So I think I could eat unlimited chocolate and I suffer no consequences for it. Like I wouldn't get spots from the sugar, I wouldn't gain weight, I wouldn't be unhealthy.
You were thinking on a scale, I was thinking on like robbing a bank or something. Like the scale was a lot higher than, But you were thinking
Stuffing
more
Donald
health.
Trump.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't think it was something that's like, if I ate chocolate and I wouldn't put on weight. Okay, if that's the case, then there's some that I could answer.
But also,
But go ahead.
Travel, like I would travel the world and wouldn't have to suffer the consequences of being broke.
Finances, yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, maybe rob a bank and not get in trouble.
Like, I was thinking like that, what would I do?
I knew it's me just thinking about chocolate.
Eat chocolate and not put on weight. Mine would be the inverse of that, kind of, is be able to skip gym because I got stuff to do, but not suffer the consequences of that. Because I've done it when I've been on tour and it's hard to maintain a healthy diet and then skip like training a lot without putting on the weight.
Yeah.
And it's hard to then drop it afterwards, which is I'm in the process of doing now. But you put on the weight because it was like a 14-month tour, it was long. So you struggle with being on the road, living out in hotels, hotel food and so on all the time, or like just fast food from around the corner from the hotels. The idea is how do I make sure I keep up training? It's not the easiest. So if I could not train, but still maintain the gains from when you've been at your physical peak, like you get better, but you don't ever get worse if you miss a day.
Yeah.
That would be one of the things then that I would prefer. That would definitely be one of the things. Because I eat all right generally. I don't go crazy. Every now and then I have something a bit naughty, but you're supposed to. But it'll be that.
There you go.
Gift of the gab.
Now it's time for Gob On Then.
Okay.
So, you're not supposed to think about it too much.
I won't.
But
I won't.
Pick any card and then it's double-sided.
Okay, I'll go for this one.
It's double-sided and pick the first one that you kind of feel drawn to. You can...
What did the chicken say when it crossed the road?
I forgot I did jokes on this.
Assuming the road was in Brixton, it was don't fry me.
Oh!
I'm just trying to get home. I don't know. That was it.
That's what the chicken said. Don't fry me in Brixton.
I was going to say, what did the banana say to the monkey? And I was going to look at you and say, what do you mean by monkey? And why do I have to read this question out loud? Gabby, why did you particularly give me this card, Gabby? Why is it that you pointed on that? I was going to do something stupid like that, which you obviously never did. So that's why. That's why I was going to leave that one alone. I was going to force like an awkward moment in the podcast. Trying to get you that little clip for the viral.
You could try.
Trying to get you that little clip online.
Yeah.
Where you
go
put that
viral
up and
and then one day I'll get cancelled.
It'd be the other way around.
My best friend did something like that on the first ever episode.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it was a zombie apocalypse and he's black and he was like, I was like, who's going to die first in the zombie apocalypse? And I said, you, because I would be sick in a zombie apocalypse. And he was like, I've watched that movie, what, Gabby? Because black guys always die first. I was like, fuck.
That's not what I meant.
You're going to get me cancelled.
I love that.
Now it's time for Storytime Roulette.
Okay.
So for you, the theme I've picked is your weirdest nightmare that you've had.
Okay. So I remember being a kid, being in bed, and I think this is the first time I ever had a conscious sleep paralysis where I couldn't move. I'm wide awake, and it's weird. It's almost like I could see these Tetris blocks just around me moving in one corner, and I just couldn't move. But I remember being consciously awake, looking at the curtain like that, and I could feel my body not wanting to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I want to wake up, this is weird, but I also I also can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was awake the whole night watching these things happening on the curtain. Yeah.
Wow.
It was really weird. That's been the weirdest dream and it wasn't so much the blocks moving around and so on. It was more so to do with, it looked like how, this is before Inception, but how the city used to fold.
Yeah.
It looked like that happening on the curtain. But the thing that really shocked me was I just couldn't. I felt like those blocks represented a weight that was on me that stopped me from going anywhere.
Wow.
So yeah, that would be the weirdest dream.
Tetris. So now we're going to the main event, the Funfair. Welcome to the Funfair. It may not be so fair, who knows? So first we're going to start with Hook and Pluck.
Okay.
Now it's not called Hook a Duck because I love ducks and ducks are our friends.
Okay, they taste delicious as
No,
well.
they do not. So, no, you're talking to a vegan here, you
Oh,
know?
you're vegan. Oh, I'm sorry. You're vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, I was with a vegan for 3.5 years.
Were you?
Yeah.
How did you find it?
I was
dating
fine.
someone that's not a meat eater.
The only issue that I had and that we both had is it took a little longer to find restaurants. That's all it was.
Although now, probably not so much. Now,
Nah, definitely not so much now.
Everywhere has vegan options.
True.
Hook
Yeah.
and Pluck.
Okay.
Pick a number between 1 and 5. Any number.
Did I tell you?
Yeah.
4.
4. Everyone picks 4.
Okay.
What's the most stress-relieving thing you can do for less than £20?
It's gonna have to be go for a walk. Everything else I was gonna say involves already having purchased the product. So video gaming for me is quite stress relieving, but you already have to pay for a console.
Yeah, okay.
Riding a bike, but you already have to have the bike. Swimming, maybe swimming.
Swimming?
I love swimming, but it tends to be at a pool where you have a membership.
Yeah.
But you could swim, let's say you could swim in open water somewhere.
Yeah.
Like if it was a clean, not in London, it was a clean bed of water that you could swim in outdoors.
Yeah.
Without paying, then I would say that.
They are great answers.
Thank you.
Okay, so the first ride we're going to go on, Aurie, is the bumper cars.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
I like that.
So if you were a bumper car,
Yeah.
what colour would it be? What would it be called? And what would be its fuel?
Okay. I'm going to pick similar to my car.
Okay.
Okay. It'll be red.
Oh.
It'll be called McQueen, because I like the McQueen.
Yeah.
And that's what my car's called now.
Is it? I love it.
And its fuel, because it's an electric car, would just be electricity.
Wow.
There you go.
Love it.
A bumper car version of the car that I already have.
Yeah.
So I would pick that. That's a safe
Love
answer.
that. And then the next question for the bumper cars. For the most part of your life, would you say you were driving your bumper car of life alone, or was there someone in the passenger seat?
Alone, all the time.
Alone?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, alone.
Yeah. You're the
Yeah. If we look at my
person
comedy
steering it.
career,
Yeah.
it's very nomadic. It's a very peripatetic job. You're always on the road non-stop. So, yeah, I'd be alone.
Yeah, okay.
And you drive everywhere on your own anyway. So, yeah, alone.
Yeah,
That'd be
okay,
one.
amazing. There you go, bumper cars. It wasn't so bumpy, actually.
See?
Some people hate the bumper cars, but I think they were.
I love bumper
That was
cars.
a nice thing. Okay, so ride to the roller coaster. And don't forget, if you want me to answer a question, you can give me the come ride with me token.
Okay, cool.
Now we're going to go on the roller coaster. There's 4 questions to this one.
Okay.
Okay, get comfy if you want. If you're
All right.
uncomfy, do you want another cushion?
No, I'm all good, thank you. I'm good.
Right.
Just Lily moved out the way, so I've got some space now.
Yeah, there you go. Do you exist to create joy, or are you just processing other people's screams?
Create joy.
Okay.
I would say create joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not feel like through comedy you process other people's screams?
I might
as
do, but
well?
that's not my purpose. If it happens, I'm doing that. Cool.
Yeah.
but it's not my purpose initially, if that makes sense.
Love
if I
that.
make people laugh, great. That's my main thing. If by them making people laugh, I help them not have to deal with another day of trauma outside, I wouldn't know that before entering the room. So my aim is to make people laugh, and if I do that in the same in the same breath, cool.
That's such a beautiful answer.
Thank you.
Do you measure your success in smiles, screams, or near existential breakdowns?
Smiles, then near existential breakdowns.
And then screams. Do you ever scream?
Nah.
Really?
Nah,
I scream all the time. Earlier, I went into the bedroom and I screamed so loud into a pillow.
Really?
Yeah, just somehow.
I don't. You heard I do it as well. That's
I
hilarious.
just have a lot of like.
That's
I have a lot of
hilarious.
energy, a lot of like, and also I am the most emotional person ever.
Okay.
But I think that's why I have so many creative endeavors, because
Okay.
I pour it into those. But I'm such a screamer. I just.
Oh, nah. I'm not. I'm not. If I do feel like I want to scream, I kind of just sit down. I'll do like a sit down and just like that, and then I'll carry on. But then I channel the
I will
scream.
try that next time.
You can, but if no, screaming's better because you let it out. Mine doesn't come out. Mine tells me, all right, do something else to not focus on wanting to scream. So
Okay.
I'll go and work, but not rest.
Right.
So yeah, don't scream. Yeah.
Okay.
Scream into a pillow, that's your outlet, for
All
sure.
right. I sometimes scream off the balcony.
That's not
But then
healthy.
I stopped.
That's not healthy because you're including everybody else in that now. Yeah, off this balcony as well. And then people wonder about you and what
I
you're
did
doing
it
to her.
once and then
Exactly.
they put message.
You see what I'm saying?
So you're right. I was like, okay, I'm not doing that again. So now I scream into the pillow because
That's a
I'm
better
respectful
idea,
of other people.
Yeah, and how's it look when you come out the building they're thinking, oh, this is what he's doing to her. You don't want that. So don't scream outside.
Oh, it's so funny. Right, when life throws you upside down, how do you find your bearings again?
If it's similar to a roller coaster, I know I'm going to get flipped back the right way at some point. So I just wait until it happens and carry on. Because if you stop because you've been flipped upside down for a moment, that's when you drop. That's why roller coasters don't stop upside down. They have to keep going around the hoop.
Yeah.
So yeah, come
Great
on. I'm good at this,
answer.
man.
Come on.
I'm good at this.
Yeah, you are good at this. Okay, and you step off the roller coaster, your heart's racing. Do you immediately want to go again, or do you need time to process?
Now go again.
And is that the same with things in your life? Like, for example, your comedy, when you get off stage, you're like, I'm ready to do another show.
Yeah,
Or-
only thing I need is maybe one sleep, wake up, go again tomorrow.
Yeah,
When I finished my tour, I was like, so what am I doing next?
yeah.
Like, what's the next thing? I didn't never really take a break. And people criticize me about that all the time. Like, you don't really stop and take breaks. I'm like,
Yeah.
not really, no, because I enjoy it so much, it doesn't feel like work.
Which is great.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm a person will go again
Yeah.
until I'm forced to have to take a break because, like for
Yeah.
example, US tour being cancelled, forced to have to relax. It's great, but I'm itching to get on stage.
Are you
now.
a bit like,
A little bit because like, you feel
what do
like
I do with my time?
that is
Yeah.
definitely. But you also feel like if I don't do something now to keep the momentum going, I'm going to struggle with catching back up again. Well, actually, that's not true. You can stop. And then you start again with like rested with a fresh mind rather than keep going on the thing you think is working.
Yeah.
When you take a step back and then jump in again, you always have a new perspective.
Now we're going to go on the bouncy castle.
Okay.
When you're on a bouncy castle and everything feels a bit out of your control,
Okay.
do you fight to stay steady or do you just learn to move with the chaos?
Move with the chaos.
Yeah.
Move with the chaos. If things, I'm pretty good when things get thrown at me and go, all right, well, I still need to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
This can come this way and that way, and I'll just figure it out.
I mean, it's the same with the America thing, I guess. Like you're just
Exactly.
moving with the,
Yeah.
you're just moving with it. And
I didn't have like a breakdown because I lost control of not touring.
yeah.
It was a little like, oh, this is
Disappointing,
so jarring,
isn't
and I'm
it?
disappointed, but it wasn't like a woe is me. What am I going to do with life?
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
like that. So yeah,
That's great. You have a very positive outlook on.
thank you. It's
Things,
more, I think
I
it's more
think.
rational.
Yeah.
I keep very rational. It might seem positive. It is only because there's negatives that should bring you down. I just don't focus on that if it's not going to help me. But I also don't force the positive where I can't stand those people where everything will be all right. Okay,
It might
cool.
not be,
It might
actually.
not be. You understand? You said you're grieving right now. If everyone just
Yeah.
tells you it's gonna be alright, it's
hate
gonna be
it.
alright, you're like, yeah, but right now it doesn't feel that way. Let me
yeah.
get through my process.
Is life about staying balanced, or is it about embracing the bounce?
Both.
Yeah,
You
okay.
should aim to stay balanced, but if a bounce comes, embrace it in the moment, and once you've embraced that, try and rebalance again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's even with just regular gymnastics, even on a trampoline or a bouncy castle, you have to respect the bounce is going to throw you where it throws you.
Yeah.
And then you land where you land, and then your next job is to get back into the middle again.
Yeah.
If it throws you one way and you try to, whilst it's doing it, throw yourself back, and you haven't even landed off that bounce, you'll end up over rotating. You could land
Exactly.
awkwardly and so on. You have to, with trampoline, you have to let the bounce happen. And then you
Great
land.
answer. This is that.
You have to let the bounce happen, and then
I love talking to other writers because this is like I feel like other writers excel in my psyche funfair. You know?
it's good though.
Yeah.
Embrace, let the bounce happen.
Yeah.
And once you've gone, all right, I've landed off this bounce, you then go, all right, now time to recenter.
Yeah.
You can't do all at the same time.
No. And last question.
Sure.
Bouncy Castle. Obviously, the whole point is getting up and down, up and down. What would you say is one of the highest highs of your life and one of the lowest lows?
Coming to the end of a relationship that was a really good one, but the circumstances couldn't work out, whilst hitting the last 4 dates of my biggest tour in the same couple of weeks, and having to learn to feel and balance the two, like being coming out of what was a big and a stable like situation for me, that was becoming difficult to be in with, and it had nothing to do with me or her, for each other. And then like thinking that's your person, but you end on good terms, but you end knowing that like your friend is now not around or not going to be around. You've got to stop talking whilst you have these huge moments of celebration.
Yeah.
That you're like, it feels hollow because you can't share it with the person that you would do in those moments.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think and they were at the same time. So that's why
Proper rollercoaster moment. Yeah.
High and low, and you're like, I feel hollow on the inside, but everyone's telling me you're doing amazing, and you've hit this amount of ticket sales and this number, and you've broken
And making
targets,
people
and
laugh.
You've made people laugh.
But
and
inside, you're at a point
like,
in your life
but
where
I'm
you're
struggling
going
with
through
this breakup and trying to reconcile this. So that's I would say that.
That must be so interesting as a comedian, because as an actor, from my acting perspective, like I remember going through some of the worst times, and I was like so depressed, but then I would have to be on set, and people are like, oh no, you're doing great, like you know, you're the character, blah blah blah, and then but inside you obviously are still carrying that, and it's so hard, isn't it? But there's like pros and cons to it, and there's like there's beauty in it, but then obviously pain in it as well.
Oh, big time.
Okay, we're nearing the end of the show now.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a chance to either A, pie the host.
Okay.
You're not actually going to pie me. It's either you can
Where's
give me
the pie?
a dare.
James, where's the pie?
You
Is there a pie? Still okay, cool.
can either give me a dare to do or ask me any question you want, and I have to answer honestly.
Okay.
B, you can a clown, so you can diss someone or, you know, that's bad for society or something.
Okay.
Or you can give some candy floss, so you can shout out someone or something that deserves some love.
I'll do the C. I don't want to dare you because there's no pie as well. I don't want to diss no one.
Everyone says it.
Someone who deserves some flowers.
Yeah. Some candy floss as well.
Big up to my brother, Lloyd, for the moves he's currently making. You know what they are, I'm not going to say, because it's not like for everyone to know, but you know what they are. Big up you. We spoke about this yesterday and the day before as well. So, yeah. He's
Great.
big up, Lloyd.
Amazing. Well, thanks so much
Thank
for
you very
coming
much.
on.
Thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure.
Appreciate
Make
you
sure
guys.
you check out all the episodes every Sunday. We're going to link his tour, Maverick, isn't
Maverick.
it? Yeah, we're going to link the tour below and on socials so you can go and book tickets.
Love that. Thank you.
And yeah, go follow him on Instagram, YouTube, all of his platforms. They're all linked below.
You've been listening to The Gift of the Gab with Gab.
You're a great voice actor.
Thank you very much.
Do you do a lot of that?
A lot of them, yeah.
There you go. Bye.
See you later, guys.
Gift of the Gab, it's changing pitch. I can't listen to this.